Hi, everybody. It's Erica with Siren Song Oracles. Hope you're having a great day. I'm glad to be back. I've been gone for a while because I had a bad cold and a bad cough, and I had to recover from that because I didn't want to be having the cough, especially because the cough was pretty bad, as a distraction here on the videos. So I'm back, and I'm looking forward to doing readings for you again. Today is going to be, I'm trying to do this as a weekly thing, soul connection readings, which is for, if you're watching, you would be thinking of somebody that you feel a strong connection to. That would be, somebody you think is your soulmate, maybe that you think they're your twin flame, hell, maybe even a karmic partner. Whatever it is, it's a strong connection. They could be currently in your life or not. But the only thing I like to do for readings is to read for people who've actually like had a real life connection, as in your friends, you dated, you know each other, you've talked. Not just looking at somebody across the room and going, oh, I feel a draw, I feel a pull here. I mean, that's awesome, but that's not who I would be reading for. So this is an actual, real life connection. Even if it's a small one, even if it's just online or something, that's still a connection. So I will be doing this reading in sections because I found that easier. I don't really want to shuffle on screen. It's kind of loud and distracting, and maybe at some point I can figure out how to do that differently. But I don't want to waste any time and have those distractions. And I'm sorry, why is the camera like focusing in and out? I'm so sorry. I'm not even touching it. It's just doing its own little focusing in and out thing. It's so weird. Hope that's not messing it up on this end. So we're going to be doing it in sections. So I already have pulled the cards for where the divine masculine is at. And yes, we will be using divine masculine and divine feminine. People who watch these readings are very familiar with that. But basically, divine masculine is just an energy. It doesn't have to be a man per se. And the divine feminine doesn't have to be a woman. It's just an energy. But a lot of times it's just easier to say he, she, masculine, feminine. So we're going to get where your person is. I usually read for feminines. Okay, so I start out usually with the divine masculine. I'm not saying, divine masculines are watching, but, it's usually women who watch these videos. So basically, this is going to be where the divine masculine is in a general sense in his life. Where's his general energy at? What's his environment? What's going on? So I always do 7 cards. So we're going to start with the first card, and that is the Two of Spears, which this is the Game of Thrones deck. This is the Two of Wands. So basically, he's pondering 2 paths right now. He's looking out into the distance, sort of at a crossroads, wondering what's next. Will I go down this path or will I go down that one? And hopefully, he'll choose the one that is closest to his heart, because this is wands and this is fire and this is passion. It could be, hey, you know what? It could be 2 roads he's equally passionate about, and that's why it's a hard decision. So there's some sort of looking out into the distance and a decision being made here about what path he wants to take in life. Next card, the Hermit. He's doing this alone in private, pondering his path, searching for wisdom. The Hermit is a very spiritual, introspective card. So he's keeping to himself these days, being private, and just because that Two of Wands is there, he's thinking about what he wants to do with his life. But he has to go within first. He has to dig deep for that. Third card is the Fool, which is awesome. So a starting over, a new beginning. Again, with those 2 last cards, it makes sense. Going within, pondering the 2 paths, thinking about which one he wants to take, which is going to be the beginning, which is the Fool. But he wants that. He wants that new beginning, or he is starting over in life. He is starting a new beginning. The next one is the Nine of Cups, which is a very joyous card. It's the wish fulfillment card. So I want to just straight up say wish fulfillment and happiness, something he has attained. I want to say that, but the next card threw me off with that. So we'll get to that in a sec. But yes, the Nine of Cups is either, something has been attained, a wish has been fulfilled, happiness has been attained. So that's good. Or, it could be, him wanting happiness because of that Fool and the Hermit and thinking about the paths, kind of like thinking which way is the best way to my happiness. Just a possibility. So put that here. And the next one is the Five of Cups, which is, regret and disappointment. That's what threw me off with the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment, and then disappointment and regret. Wanting happiness because of disappointment and regret. Those two are connected. Depending on your situation, who you are thinking about at this present time will determine like which one of those it is. But they are interconnected. Wish fulfillment, but regret of it. Wanting that wish because of regret and sadness and disappointment. So it's a little bit of a darker energy there. Something he's regretting. Something he's sad and disappointed about. Next one card is Justice. Bringing justice to a situation. Evening things out. Keeping things balanced, maybe within a relationship or just, to whatever situation that he is currently dealing with. Justice could be, brought to him as well. Maybe the Five of Cups led to the justice. It is leading to the justice, sorry. But something, maybe also justice is also kind of a decision-making card too. And that kind of connects to the Two of Wands. Justice in a very earthly sense is court, court cases, divorce. If you know that your masculine has that going on, then, or could have that going on, then that could be related to this too. And our last card, I'm going to tie it all up here, is the Page of Swords. So he's thinking about a communication. Maybe that will be the justice. Like he could possibly bring justice with a communication that, he wants to, because the page is just like, to me, no action. It's just going to be, he's just thinking about it. The communication, which is swords, which relates to the suit of the swords, is in its immature phase of the page. So it's not actually done yet. It's not a knight. It's not a king. It's just a page. So he's thinking about communicating. A quick communication. Nothing romantic, nothing passionate. Just not necessarily bad. A lot of people like to associate the Page of Swords with some sort of like, harsh truth or harsh news or something. I mean, maybe, but you don't have to necessarily associate it with that. But if we're going to summarize this, I would say he's definitely pondering two paths, wanting that new beginning, going into introspection to figure that out. Attaining happiness and being regretful, or just wanting that happiness because of the, disappointment and regret he has experienced. Unless the happiness wasn't what it was cracked up to be. Like I said, you could really flip-flop those two, depending on your situation. It's hard to tell at this point. With the justice, could be going through something to do with the courts, or, he could be just bringing justice to a situation with a possible communication. Something is being balanced out in his life, though. Something is being, weighed out and balanced, because it's a Libra card. So that's good. It's pretty positive. And the Five of Cups, that's the only thing that's kind of a bummer. I'm so sorry, I still have my little cough. The Five of Cups, kind of brings a little bit of a darker energy to the reading. So there's something he's bummed about. I'm not, yeah. Maybe you know what that is. I'm so sorry. Okay, well, we're going to wrap this part up, and we will continue on in our next segment with the Divine Feminine.